I guess realistically, the only thing I could start with is that happened that makes me sit here and ask, where do I go from here? Because I've never been in this situation. Relationships have ended, my marriage ended. I went down in a blaze of glory. Girlfriends I've had in the past, relationships I've had in the past, women I've lived with, women I've simply been friends with benefits, or whatever you want to call it, always had a finality to it, always had a finalization. Like there was always a conversation. Sometimes it'd be a conversation that was uncomfortable. Sometimes it was a very like pleasant conversation. And sometimes it was something in between. But there was always a finality to it. I always wanted to make sure that I lived my life with finality, not let things linger. So I've been exhausting myself because it's been very hard not to pick up the phone and call her. It's been very difficult not to pick up social media and check and see if she's posted a story and see if she's okay. I'm in love with this woman. So late last night, well, it wasn't that late, but late for me because I was in bed by 10:30. My last ride of the night, I took a Uber customer from one city in Northern California and drove that person 2.5 hours south to a city I really don't frequent. I really don't. I mean, I go there every once in a while, but it's not like, oh, I'm going to go to that city in Northern California every single day. No, it's something I just don't do, you know. But I took this person down there and I dropped them off at a restaurant or pub or bar, whatever you want to call it. And just down the street, I saw a Walmart and a Del Taco. And I'm like, you know what? I'm going to stop over at that Walmart and use the bathroom. So that's what I did. Now I see a Del Taco. And I'm like, hi, Josh. And I see this Del Taco and I'm like, I'll grab some food afterward. But while I was in Walmart visiting the officina, if you get my drift, for a little bit, I sat and looked down and I'm like, you know what? My underwear is starting to get really weird and thin, and it's just time to go buy new underwear, new socks. I'm already at Walmart. So I go up after I'm done doing my business in the bathroom. I go to Walmart, grab socks, grab underwear, grab some undershirts, and said, okay, now I'm going to go grab some Chef Boyardee. I'm already here. I got an hour and 35-minute drive back home. Let me just grab some Chef Boyardee, call it a day. As I turn the corner from the men's aisle, heading down the main aisle where the grocery area is, I see her. And it shocked me because from what I understand, she wasn't supposed to be in that city. Now, I didn't approach her. I didn't say hi. I didn't yell out to her. I stopped. I didn't go run and hide. I just stopped. And I contemplated in my head, I'm like, is this God putting her back in front of me because maybe I'm crazy? Maybe me going no contact and doing all this stuff, maybe I'm just crazy. And then heart shattered. So she was dating a man and playing house with a man. Before her and I got together. And I've met that guy. I've met him. I know what he looks like. I know his name. I know everything about him. I know what car he drives. And I see him, and he goes right up to her, and he grabs her butt and pulls her in, and they start making out in the middle of the aisle of Walmart. And she starts grabbing him, and they have like all this intimacy going on and all this. I don't know how I slept last night. I think I was so exhausted from being busy, from keeping myself busy and keeping myself in no contact and working and getting new clients and working on YouTube and working on this and working on that. I think I busied myself. I think I busied myself so exhausted that I was just shocked I slept. Because I woke up this morning feeling like shit. At the same time that my heart shattered right then and there, at that same time, my brain and my logical side woke up and said, now that we know, and we know for certain, without a shadow of a doubt, this will get easier. It's going to hurt worse because I'm going to feel betrayed. I'm going to feel anger. But it was as if God himself wanted me to see that so I could get what I always looked for when I ended relationships. I always wanted to give closure. I was always hoping it would be reciprocated in life. If I gave a woman closure, breaking up with her, ending relationships, I would hope to have it reciprocated. This is the first time like that hadn't happened until last night. And what's really screwed up is she's still texting me and trying to reach out. Even though I don't respond, she's still reaching out, trying to contact me. It just blew my mind. Like, how can she, mind you, we're both in our 40s. How could I have seen all that? And she's still trying to communicate with me. She's still trying to reach out because I'm ignoring her. How is that possible? This is the hardest thing I've ever gone through in my life. I've gone through a lot. I think God put that in front of me. I think God put that situation in front of me to help me move forward. There was a phrase I said to myself before I went to bed last night, and it was like, now the real healing can begin. It's just going to turn me into a monster. Not in a bad way, but it's just motivation for me. That's all it is. I already have ambitions. I'm already an ambitious person. It just got magnified by 1,000 with that. That's crazy. all those intimate things that she told me was a lie. All those promises, all those thoughts, it was all a lie. And I got to see it with my own eyes. And that's what makes it interesting. So, see you on the flip.